Hello and welcome back to South Coast Busways here at the WR Garage in Gosport, where today we are looking at two of the three SON type vehicles that exist in the entire fleet, and we're going to give them their own job today. Bring the UI back. The money has gone burr, but I'll get to that in a little bit. It's gone burr without a loan, by the way. We're at that point. So if I load the map up, we're at Portchester, and that is the job that we're going to give the SONs. We're going to have a couple of circulars that start at Portchester Precinct, which is this stop here on the roundabout, and just go around a sort of a loop. We're going to have one clockwise, one anti-clockwise, as you would expect. So, let's get our lovely hex code. And then maybe what I might do is from this maybe go lighter, because it's like a circular, like a town route. So if I went... Ooh. I know how hex codes work, so I'm going to try to do it this way. If I went AAA, yeah, that's good. So this will be the P1 Portchester circular. Let's do anti-clockwise first. ACW. So it starts there, and then, you know, time-lapse me if you don't mind. And that is perfect. And the reason that is perfect is that this takes 13 minutes. Which means it can go around the loop, no timing point should be needed, it's very short, and it doesn't use the main road at all. And then, if we had these routes running every half hour, it could have 2 minutes at Portchester Precinct, then go around the roundabout, go back the other way, pull back into Portchester Precinct, and hopefully it'll have 1 or 2 minutes there. And so we only need one bus to do both directions of the circular. Or circuit, I guess. So, that's very, very good. I'm very, very happy with that. So, I did get a comment that someone wanted to see how I do my timetables. Now, this route's not going to be good for that, because it's a single direction circular. It's not gonna. So, this is going to run every half hour. There we go. So, yeah, this is not good for that, so I'm going to skip the timetable creation for this one. But the next route we do will be good for timetable creation. So, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I skipped for a little bit more than the timetable creation, because I knew that would be very quick. And I didn't want to sort of cut, you know, 3 cuts in very, very short succession. So I did the P2 as well. It's the same route, just goes the other way. And these 2 routes combined will have a vehicle requirement of 1, which means we'll be able to use that's SV, that's the wrong garage, WR. We can have the SONs doing this, so I'll put them in their own vehicle group. And basically what I want these SONs doing, poor little hot potato buses, is, yeah, just little town routes. I don't really want these in the big places. So, this is going to be group, I don't know, maybe group 998? Yeah, so this is going to be grouping number 998. I guess, I don't know. Older second-hand vehicles. There you go. Grouping 998 second-hand. I've got Facebook Messenger open on my laptop. I'm going to mute that. There we go. Grouping number 998 second-hand. So then if I just go to all of these, Grouping number 998 second hand. This is specifically for the second hand vehicles that have been relegated to odd jobs, as these have. There we go. So, let's... Nope, no. No. I know how to play this game. Edit the timetable in advanced mode. You want 998 and edit the timetable advanced. So do you. Now in theory I could activate that right now, so I will. Although first of all I'm going to set this to have that say clockwise just so that I know. Another thing I did, there we go. Nope, no. There's now more stops here. So porch to precinct where everything starts. And then this stop says town circular clockwise. And then the other one says town circular anti-clockwise. That's going to be really crammed in on the destination blind, but oh well. In fact, I may even just have these say town service clockwise. Let's do that. Town service clockwise and town service anti-clockwise. Here we go. So that's the gist of it. It goes up from the roundabout into the railway station, around this sort of estate thing, then down the bottom and back in, and of course the other one does the same thing in the inverse order. So, what I'm going to do is perhaps bolster the fleet of MMCs by 3? I don't know. I almost wonder if we can make this route fit in with the rest of WR's allocation. I don't know. So let's activate. I have plans for Gosport that means WR is eventually not going to have these weird town routes. Because WR is already getting quite full, I sort of want it to be the garage for the busway. So, sort of, you know, canonically this garage would have come second, even though it's come first in the series. Why is the B2 taking so long to activate? I got the spinning wheel of death. Uh-oh. Okay, it's activated. It didn't die. Game didn't die. Game is alive. So, let's go to WR, into the shift scheduler for tomorrow, and find... Aha! So yeah, there's that one that can go, this one that can go, 12:25 to 20... Oh yeah, it'll fit in just fine. Assign bus drivers to this garage. And it's into working from day one. Oh, that's fantastic. It's into working perfectly as well. So, let's fast forward to tomorrow. I will see you... I'll make another cut and see you when the P1 and P2 start. Okay, I've got it. What's ended up happening is one EL has gone onto the busway and 2 EXHs have gone onto 201s. Which I'm fine with. That's absolutely fine. And time has drifted. It is now like the P2 is up, P1 and P2 are operational. So let's have a look and see how they're doing. And also let's see how the interworking works. By the looks of things, it's doing quite well. And that connection's nice. So I run on 2 times speed, just to watch you go around the loop. Passenger numbers are actually pretty decent on it. I wasn't expecting that. Then again, City Bus Manager works these passenger numbers out really weirdly. But it's doing it, it's working well. I didn't put any padding on this timetable at all, I just hoped that it would work, and it seems to be. Doesn't need to wait much. Just the way that the game's worked it out is working. So I'm very, very happy at that. And I'd imagine this wouldn't be a particularly stressful duty to have as a driver. Although, quite dull. Definitely very dull. But there we are. That is the P1 and P2 in place. How long have I been recording? 43 minutes, although a lot of that will be cut out. Oh no, not the spinning wheel of death again. Okay, the spinning wheel of death got so dramatic that the game actually was not responding for a moment. That's fun. Like, it did the sort of white fade with the, like, not responding error message. Which is, you know, very, very dramatic. Anyway, off camera I did a little map expansion. We have north. And if you remember what the state of the map was before the expansion, we have almost all of Southampton now. I think there are some suburbs on the other side of the motorway. But yeah, we have Southampton. And that brings me neatly on to what we are going to be doing today. You know, finally getting into what I meant to do. And that is, ooh, lag. When saves get big, they get laggy. And this is apparently very laggy. Put it on 1 time speed, there we go. So, bus routes. No, not bus routes. Depots. Add depot. And so, basically, if you don't know Southampton, the central station's there, quite obviously. Here is the coach station, and there is something here, I don't know what it is, but the way that it's presented on OpenStreetMap says to me that it's likely abandoned. So we're just gonna swoop in, take over that thing, and this is gonna be our Southampton City Depot, or SC. So let's just, thank you. This, Depot 5, wow, is going to be SC, Southampton City. There we go. Isn't that lovely? And we're going to launch the first of a pair of routes again between Southampton, Gosport and Portsmouth. Very, very long, very, very long. And for that, I'm going to head back to SV, and then we're going to research. We're going to do another research. That's bus fleet, not research. Although we have 13 broken buses here, I really should tend to that. We're going to research premium seats. And I guess, while that's researching, let's tend to our broken buses. A lot of these are out on shift, so they won't get fixed for a little bit. Just going through, click, 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 click on everything that's broken or sort of starting to wear down. Like the brake pads on that will stick out as like, this vehicle is slightly ruined. And the tyres, they're still green, but they're about to go yellow. So just nip that in the bud. And then the last vehicle is fixed. There we go. How's the research going? Slow. So let's speed it up. It's very, very laggy. Don't know if I've said that before, but it's laggy. The save is big. That solo is stinky. I'll manually set this to be cleaned, just so that it can be cleaned very quickly. Like as a point of priority. That's going out on a 904. What does it say? Newport. Oh, you're also very stinky. Get cleaned. How's this coming along? This is coming along slowly. I guess something I can be doing while we've got the research going on is building the route. So let's take this again, and it's going to be another new colour. This is going to be own brush route. Ooh, the lag. There's a lot of lag, if you couldn't tell. That took a long time. I guess it was loading up all these stops. This is going to be the 200. Southampton to Gosport. And if I copy that and then move that to like a purple, because we're doing a purple, because I don't know if how many people caught on, but everything around here is Solent blue. And a prominent real-life operator, or well, first, when they operated in Southampton, was City Red in Southampton. So I'm going to go with Solent Red in Southampton. So the purple is like, oh, we go between the blue and the red, we're purple. So this is... Let's start there, Central Station there. And then we're going to go... We're going to go down through the town centre, up here, and then across this bridge, and then down, pretty much following the main road all the way, through Swanwick and Parkgate. And then we're going to go either this way, or this way. And then split from the other route, the Portsmouth route, here and go down through Stubbington along the 222. So there's a lot of new coverage with this route. So I think without further ado, it's time-lapse time. And there is the 200. As you can see, it's limited stop, and it has some very chunky stop spacing around Stubbington. There's like, this section is like 3 kilometers of non-stop running. I think it's about the same this way. So, you know, this is going to be a very fast service. As it stands, it takes less than 3 hours to do a return journey, but it's not far off. So, I don't know, I'm very excited about this. Especially when it's paired with the 100, I'm going to number it, which will break from the 200's line of route here and continue along this way, and it'll use this sort of dual carriageway to bypass Cosham, and then it'll just go down along roughly where the 220 goes. I might have it take a slightly different route into Portsmouth that's more direct, but, you know, broadly going to be that. That's going to be between Southampton and Titchfield Bypass, a quarter-hourly service, but we're going to start with just a service every 30 minutes. And it's not going to have any peak time differential, because it's a long distance service, so this spike I don't care about. This one is manageable anyway. So, let's... oh yeah, this is the service that I'm going to explain how my timetabling works. So the first bus from Southampton is going to be at 4:45. And the last bus from Southampton is going to be at 21:15. Or 22:15, why not? There you go. So the way I do my timetabling, first of all, my weekday timetables extend into Saturday because I think it's very nice if your Saturday is just your weekday off-peak. And so Saturdays have no peak times. So if I highlight just a Saturday, you see the second line here for rush hour disappears. So you can make your Saturday timetable the same as your weekday off-peak timetable by just including it in your weekday timetable. So this is going to be Monday, Saturday, and because the route is based at Southampton, the outbound journey, as I'm going to call it, is Southampton to Gosport. So this sort of top half of the route list here. So this is going to be outbound. There is any evidence, if it were needed, that I use caps lock rather than shift. And what you do is you click these, you click this button here. It says confirm at the moment, and then you click the tick mark to make it not show your to make it not include the stop in this timetable, and that allows you to break up your timetable into different different directions. So you see, whoops, I've included Titchfield Bypass. I don't want that. There you go. So you see now these stops don't have a time next to them because they're not part of the actual, of this directions timetable. So, then what you do is you decide on how much padding you want. So for example, I'm going to go with 2 minutes at West Quay Shopping Centre. Then I'm going to go with 2 minutes at Bitton Shops. Then 1 minute at Station Road in Bursledon. 1 minute at Titchfield Bypass, just to bring that up to the hour. That's nice and satisfying. And then at Fort Brockhurst. Oh no, around a crossroad we're going to have 2 minutes. So that's going to take 88 minutes to get to Gosport now. Then you click this button here, this tick mark, and that says it is the destination, the little information thing, and basically that is how you change what shows on the destination blind on buses that work with that. So, here is where you select vehicle group. However, I've not got the vehicle group set up for this route yet, because we're introducing another new vehicle type to this series. So, Monday, Saturday, inbound, It's much the same operation. You untick the stops that you don't want, so we're going from the top rather than from the bottom this time. And making sure that we include this stop at Gosport bus station. There we go. Very nice. So, it takes 88 minutes, and I might have one dead run from Southampton to Gosport, just to allow that service to start half an hour earlier than it otherwise would. Because at the moment, 88 minutes means the first bus to get in, and it's going to stand in Gosport for a little while, doesn't get into Gosport until about 6:15. So in fact I might have two that go dead. And so it's going to start at 5:30. Yes. So it's going to start at 5:30. But then none of them are going to go dead between Gosport and Southampton. So 22:15 is going to be in at midnight, 11:45ish. So until midnight. It's going to run every 30 minutes. And then again, you can do this in any order you want. I've done this in a completely random order. So we're going to have 2 minutes at Rounder Crossroads. Then we're going to have 2 minutes at Titchfield Bypass. Apologies for the car revving. It's very, very hot. I don't want to shut my window. Thank you very much. Then we're going to have... So we have 2 minutes at Titchfield Bypass. I almost want to put 3 minutes at Parkgate, but I feel like that's a waste. No, I'll put the 2 minutes at Station Road. So bring that to 45 minutes. Then we'll have a minute at Bittern Shops. And then we'll have 3 minutes at West Quay. And then leave that there. And that'll terminate at the stop called Southampton Limited Stop. So on the destination, that'll say Southampton, and then underneath it will say Limited Stop. The way you get that underneath the new line thing is by using / and N. That'll make it show up on a new line. So, there's all that. Now let's see. So the 4:45, the way that I then work out how much brake to add is by look at the timetable, and you use the first bus. I like to use the first bus, because it's here, very easy. 04:45, 6:13 to 6:30, so I can give it 15 minutes of stand time, and it's got 2 minutes of recovery time there. Then I look at the other direction. The 6:30 gets into Southampton at 8:01, and I can give it 10 minutes of stand time, of break time even, and it's got 4 minutes of recovery time. And that you know, just gives the driver a nice little break. Very, very nice. Now I'm going to set up the Sunday timetables off in the edit land, in the nether, in the ether, whatever you want. Because it's the exact same. It's just on a Sunday and probably slightly less frequent. And the timetable's done. So on a Sunday it runs every hour, and it runs between 5:15 and 21:15 outbound, and between 6 and 2300 inbound. So if I go to the timetable preview, we can now work out our vehicle requirement. So we're going to use a weekday, and we're going to start from the first bus because it's the same frequency throughout the day. If you have a service that is more frequent in rush hour, I would start it at the sort of first bus where the bus after is at the higher frequency, which is sometimes the last bus before 6 AM, so you have to watch that. So 4:45 off Southampton, gets into Gosport at 6:13 and does the 6:30 back to Southampton, where it arrives at 8:01 to do the 8:15. So there's the 8:15, and then you count. 1, and then you count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So we probably want 12 vehicles for this, so that there's plenty of overlap. which is more than fine. 12 vehicles, lovely. Technically, you could say you might get away with 8, but because the dead running on this route is so high, I don't want to risk it. And so this is going to go from the brand new SC. And we'll activate it later. So, our first foray into Southampton is with a limited stop express service. Very, very nice. Something I do want to note about Southampton for the game purposes is that the data's really complete here. This is really, really good. Like, there's a lot of holes down here, but that's fine. There's some holes over here. That's, again, not too big of a worry. Although the holes here are more concerning for the gameplay than the holes here. Also, for some reason, my existing network was serving about 11% of Cornwall, which is here, which I only just unlocked off camera between episodes. I don't get it, just how the game works. Anywho, I'm going to have a look at the loan sitch. Very, very nice. So I'm going to price up, what was it, 12 buses I wanted for SC? Let's have a look. Marketplace. We are going to use a mod that's not been released yet as of recording. The stealth-bodied B5TL. Oh yeah, we were also going to wait on premium seats, because that's something, because it's a limited stop express. Okay, post me, cut that out. So, we're not going to get the new vehicles for the route yet, because we're still researching the premium seats, because this is a limited stop express service, the first of its kind on the map, so I want this to be something a little bit special. So we've got our researchers working away, researching all the different... I don't know. What is the research in this case? Like, are they researching the market? Like, which premium seats are good? So that we just have one model of seat to buy? That's what I like to think it is. It's like, you know, looking at manufacturers' brochures and stuff. Rather than actually designing the seats in-house, which is probably what the developers had in mind. I don't know. I like to imagine that they're just looking at manufacturers' brochures and thinking what looks nice. This is a mess. So I'm probably going to have them research another mobile app step. There we go, we've got premium seats. Cool. So let's head back to SC and we'll hire a bunch of drivers. It would be very nice if you could dismiss applications. But yes, we are just hiring a bunch of drivers now so that we got, you know, enough drivers to run the new 200. $29. Let's just get loads. There we go. Very, very nice. We have 36 drivers, that is three times as many as we need. So let's price up 12 of these. 57.4 times 12. I'm not as smart as... I can't do that mentally. That's what I'm getting at. So let me get the calculator up on my phone. 57,400 times 12. We need about 690,000. Which we can do like that. With money left over, isn't that lovely? So, manage vehicle groups. This is going to be in the new group 006. The WV type. we are buying these B5TL Gemini 3s with the stealth bodywork, because it's 2017, in-game. So, let's buy the first 10. This is being done by the person on the Steam Workshop whose username is HE47421 or something like that. They've got a different name on Discord. And, you know, their mods are very solid, very nicely made. They've done the Gemini 2s that are on the workshop, a lot of the Enviro 400 MMCs that are on the workshop. I've used a fair few of their mods already. So, of course, it's me. I've done a repaint. And yeah, it's a hint, there's a brand. It's the Solent Limited. Here's the pair of roots. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a spin on the standard Morse livery, but with 4 arcs instead of 2, so that you get this nice gradient between blue and red. So the idea is that these initial 16 that I buy for the 200 will have blue at the front, red at the back. But then the next pair, or the next set of 16 hopefully, that I buy, which will be for the 100, will have red at the front and blue at the back. I think this is quite a purpley blue. I shifted the blue from the typical, just so that it could be more sort of in line, or like not more in line, but like so the 4-step gradient wouldn't be super stark. But it's very, very nice. It's worked really well. I've got the colour just seeping onto the roof a little bit. But this, I'm very, very happy with. It's one of my favourite liveries so far. So, we'll apply that. First of all, I'll let myself take a nice thumbnail screenshot. I need to have this framed quite extremely for the thumbnail to work. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, that should work. Post me, take the screenshot now. In fact, I might as well take a screenshot in-game. There we go. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, let's apply that. Boom. We have a lot of B5TL Gemini 3s. Which is very nice. I like this type in real life. There's only 2 operating in London, however, so... yeah, and I don't know how long they have left, because they're straight up diesels, so, you know, they're going to be phased out at some point, even though they're not that old. These are going to be, however, let's go with HX. HX17, SLM, Solent, SLT, Solent Limited. There you go. I like to think that we do all that. Fleet number. Ooh, now this is going to be fun, because I want to start taking into account the fact that we're so many years into the history of this company. So, what is it? This is WV. This is WV a lot. There's going to be a lot of these. And the WV type starts with the B5TL. So this is probably going to be, that was what, 18 years before the present day as of this episode's setting? And let's just, you know, we're going to be buying a lot of these. So I'm going to have this be WV 2104 or 2105. There we go. I like that. Big fleet number, very nice. Solent Limited. SC. Very nice. I will see you when all these are done. And finally, HX17 SMC better known as WV2114. Now, if I have any singular gripe with these mods from the guy that made them, is there's no fleet number. The fleet number's not on this anywhere. I don't know if that's me being dumb or if that's like a conscious decision, but I would like the fleet number to be like here, you know? That would be nice. But these buses are absolutely gorgeous, I think. They are actually stunning. I think they look superb with the Solent Limited branding. Definitely going to stand out on the map view. So, let's launch for its first evening the 200. No preferred vehicle group, but I can assign and assign. Beautiful. Tomorrow I can assign and assign, and apparently we're missing one. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Yeah, no, we weren't missing any. The game is just stupid. Anywho. Which one of you is first out right now? Let's check today. 1810, 1735. Okay, it's SLV, which is this one. VW2107. So let's see, where's it going to go first? I can also check that in the timetable view. That is first going to do a very long dead run to Gosport. Oh dear. Love when the game does that. But let's see, I hope I can catch the destination blind, because I want to see that. I hope it's done what I think it's going to do. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see. I don't know when it's going to leave. Maybe it leaves 15 minutes before. Nope. Oh, I missed it. Missed it. That is unfortunate. But we're not here just to see destination blinds. We're here to see buses in service doing things. And here is the first. It's probably not going to be the first one in service. The first one in service is going to be the first one to start from Southampton. Yep, there's one. The 1815. It's going to take an hour and a half almost to get to Gosport. And it's already very, very busy. So, let's follow this all the way down, shall we? The 200, Southampton to Gosport. It's already a little bit late. Oh dear. So all the stops on this route are pretty much like, you know, interchanges and stuff like that. So if they seem in random places, it's because there'll be like a, you know, a route interchange there, like a big network hub. Or here, this because of the supermarket. We are apparently 4 minutes late. We are now 6 minutes late. What happened? I thought I bought B5TLs, not street decks. Oh well. Maybe I should have put timing points at every stop? We're 4 minutes late now. Now we're 5 minutes late. This is not fun. This is not at all a good prospect for the, you know, ratings of our bus network. Or whatever. But we have plenty of time to turn back in Gosport, so I don't mind too much. Then we have the 2000 back to Southampton. I'll be interested to see if that actually can run on time. And how busy it is, because this road has a lot of buses going down it. It is, after all, basically an extension of the busway. I don't know if I needed a any timing points until Stubbington, really. I could have done a chunky one at Stubbington. We're currently on time anyway, so I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think it's going to be so bad. Oh, we're 1 minute late. Coming through there. Back on time after passing whatever station that was. I think it was Bursledon. So we're doing alright. Yeah, I wonder if it was just that first run being weird. But yeah, I think this is going to make bank. So Southampton, like Gosport, is going to have 2 garages, although Southampton may end up having 3, or even 4. I don't know how many vehicles I'll need for Southampton, because Southampton's a very big place. But Gosport, I will keep it to the 2. So the other garage is going to be down here on the docks, and that's going to be Southampton Maritime, SM. And that's going to go back to Gosport. I'm very, very happy with that. So yeah, Southampton, plans afoot. Portsmouth, plans also afoot. And the Lone Sitch, I can repay the spicy one. Spicy one repaid. So, from our new entrance into Southampton, I will see you next week on the South Coast. Bye bye.